Minecraft started as a tiny block game made by one guy, and turned into one of the biggest games on the planet owned by a multi-trillion-dollar corporation. This is the contrast between the beginning and end of Minecraft's nearly 2-decade-long history, and there have been numerous points in time when the game changed a little bit, and over the past 17 years, those changes have added up into a totally different video game. Just like my life, this started in 2009 when Notch was in some Swedish programming room making the very first version of Cave Game. So yeah, the first time Minecraft changed was actually renaming Cave Game to the iconic Minecraft. Also, my life didn't begin in 2009. It's unknown why I said that. Anyway, the next major change was, believe it or not, the music. This is literally just to say that C418 made the music for Minecraft, including the volume, alpha, and beta albums. And this will be very notable in a bit when talking about Microsoft. Also, random facts, C418's music has been put in the US Library of Congress. Anyway, now we're moving on to the more interesting ones, starting with the controversy of Beta 1.8. You may notice that this version came right after Beta 1.7.3, which is supposedly the golden age of the game. Why is it called the golden age? Well, here's a list of things that were added in Beta 1.8. The hunger system, sprinting, new terrain generation, endermen, strongholds, mineshafts, villages, though villages didn't have villagers yet, critical hits, stone bricks, glass panes, and lastly, creative mode. This is probably the single update that added the most stuff to the game, which is why many players stayed in Beta 1.7.3. A complaint that's common with all updates, but especially this one, is that the features don't feel Minecrafty enough. Maybe because they were just added. But dude, imagine current Minecraft without hunger and sprinting. Pretty darn boring, right? Or maybe not, you can have fun how you want. Anyway, the next big change to Minecraft to transform it into a totally separate game was actually the full release. Yeah, on November 18, 2011, Minecraft 1.0.0 was officially released to the public. I mean, it was quite public before, it's just that this was now fully finished. This update actually added a lot more than you would expect. It added potion brewing, the entire enchantment system, the entire end dimension, though it was very different, animal breeding, hardcore mode, and mushroom islands. Even though Minecraft has no story, 1.0.0 technically gave it one. It's got a beginning, which is the overworld, then going to the nether, which is the middle, next fighting blazes and endermen, and now piglins, to finally get to the end, which is the end. But the end wouldn't be updated until much later, around 4 years later to be exact. Actually, before that, there was another thing that majorly changed Minecraft, and led to there being a grand total of 0 major updates in the year 2015. Oh yeah, and a minor major one was the 1.5 redstone update. Redstone is a big part of modern Minecraft, and this update added most of the things that we use for it in modern day. Anyway, before 2014, Notch was credited as the owner of Minecraft, but on September 15, 2014, Microsoft bought Minecraft for $2.5 billion. Suckers, I bought it for 30 bucks. The transition from Notch's ownership to Microsoft's ownership obviously brought a lot of differences, and one of the differences was an update to music. I told you this was going to be important. In short terms, Microsoft betrayed C418. Basically, when C418 partnered with Notch, they made a deal that would add C418's music to the game, but he would still own it. And as usual with terrible corporations, disaster struck when Microsoft bought the company. Due to Notch's absence, C418 could no longer make music for Minecraft and still own it. So instead of selling out, C418 walked away from the rich opportunity Microfrick gave him and chose to own all of his music. Good part is that you can still listen to it today, both in the default game and on streaming platforms. C418's decision to leave Micro had the side effect of bringing new artists such as Lena Rain, Kumi Tanyoka, Aaron Cheroff, and Amos Radi to create what we call modern Minecraft music. Anyway, due to the complications of transitioning from an indie company to freaking Microsoft, there were no major updates in the year 2015, but they were so back on February 29, 2016 for the combat update, the greatest and least controversial update in Minecraft history. Am I reading the right script? So the combat update known as 1.9 quite literally split the community in half. The smaller controversy was because of the elytra, which basically made all other transportation methods useless upon getting one. I mean, why would you ride on a minecart or on horseback when you could literally fly hundreds of blocks in mere seconds? The other, bigger controversy that this update was known for was, you guessed it, the combat changes. This was the transition from 1.8.9 to 1.9, and in terms of combat, it made every tool in the game have a charge, or a cooldown. For example, if you want to do full damage with your sword, you have to wait until it fully charges, and same with every other tool. Yes, this also includes pickaxes for some reason. But enough about 1.9, let's move on to the next big thing, the update Aquatic. The last real Ocean update before this point was 1.8, which added Ocean monuments. You know, the structures that scare various streamers. But the update Aquatic, which might be my favorite update of all time, added drowns, bubble columns, coral reefs, seagrass, kelp, sea pickles, and much more. Also, it added swimming. Imagine what modern Minecraft and especially Manhunt would be without swimming, man. This update additionally spawned a brand new building device, bubble columns. You see, starting in this version, underwater magma blocks pulled you down, and underwater soul sand pushed you up. This made water elevators possible, an entire new building device that effectively replaced the boring old ladder. Moreover, 1.13 was the one that started the tradition of changing the panorama on the title screen to a themed one about the update, which is still going on today. And the next update, which I count to be a major update just because of one thing, was 1.14, Village and Pillage. This, of course, majorly updated villages, giving them updated jobs, modern homes, bells, badges, and even slavery. It also added pillagers, a type of villager that could be used to have a raid in a village. But none of that is why I count it as a major update. You see, this update in addition changed every single texture in the game, besides like 3 that we're not going to talk about. Just look at this footage that's changing the outdated textures to the new textures. This made the entirety of all of Minecraft look extremely different, and I think it was an upgrade, mostly because the new textures suit new Minecraft more than old Minecraft. And Mojang just kept on changing the game, because the next major turning point was the subscribe button. But seriously though, you should do that. The next major turning point was the Nether update for 1.16. This was released during the revival of Minecraft back in June of 2020, you know, during the sickness that will not be named, and it's still many players' favorite update to this day. By the way, if you want, comment your favorite update in the comment section, whether it's alpha, beta, full release, or even a game drop. The next tipping point the game had was actually based on 3-ish updates, 1.17, 1.18, and kinda 1.19, called Caves and Cliffs. Mostly in 1.18, cave generation changed from these noodle caves to these mega caves that are stunning to look at and explore. Especially the dripstone caves look pretty realistic. Notice that I said mostly 1.18 though, because 1.17 added the blocks, items, and mobs, then 1.18 actually changed the world generation to include them. Furthermore, in addition, 1.19 added the mangrove swamp, the deep dark biome, the ancient city, and even the warden, which by the way was planned for 1.17. During this time, another smallest juncture happened. Update to 1.20, Trails and Tails. No, I'm not talking about camels or sniffers, cause let's be honest, most people forgot about those things. I'm talking about armor trims. If you played the game on any version before this, especially on a server, you would only see default armor, but now you can customize it. Everyone has a different favorite, and mostly everyone enjoys this major change to the game. And your final thing that permanently changed Minecraft was the idea of game drops. If you're an old player, listen up, because Minecraft used to be driven by semi-annual major updates. But in modern times, Mojang switched entirely to game drops. They're basically smaller major updates, about 1/4 the size of them. This allows updates to be released more commonly, and for said updates to have less content, but still polished content, so it's balanced. So yeah, from cave game to Minecraft 26.2, Minecraft has changed a lot in its 17-year history. Oh yeah, and today is its birthday. That's right, Minecraft was first made on May 17, 2009, and this is being uploaded on May 17, 2026. And if your birthday is also today, happy birthday! To answer the question of what divides old from new Minecraft, the answer is that there is no single version that turned the game from old to new. It changed with a gradual update pattern starting from cave game all the way to chaos cubed. Anyway, thanks for watching the CYT Minecraft video, Isaiah 46.4, and until next time, undefeatable army.